Ladies and gentlemen, we will introduce your caps. Zip up your onesies for the start medal event.
Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse type of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed.
Here we are, Youth Hockey Hub broadcast, the Big Pumpkin White Bracket finale. Have we got a treat on tap for you today? St. Michael, Albertville, and Wayzata going head-to-head here on a beautiful Sunday morning in Rochester, Minnesota. STMA with the initial pressure. Wayzata looking to clear the zone. Two evenly matched teams here in this game. 2-on-1 for Wayzata if they hurry into the slot. On the backhand, they score! 30 seconds into the game, and Wayzata takes a 1-0 lead over St. Michael Albertville. Max Sutcliffe on the backhand. Well, here we go. Could we see a track meet today? Quite possibly between these two teams. That'll be Sutcliffe on the goal. I believe the assist will go to Leighton Grossman. We'll throw it down to our man in the penalty box, Robin Cook, to see if there's a secondary assist on the goal. Excuse me, looks like the assist will go to Nicholas Baranivsky, another one of these high flying Trojans. Here's another chance for the Trojans in front, and the pass goes just behind the crashing Trojan forward. Keaton Vitsum manages to clear the puck into the neutral zone for STMA. Puck now hung up along the board at the blue line, back into the neutral zone. There's a chance for the Knights. Backhand try, and he scores! What a goal! Gabrick Kohler answers for the Knights, and with 12:44 to go in the first period, we've got 2 goals already. As the STMA Pee Wee A's shake the glass, letting everyone know they're here and ready to party. Oh, we'll put that one on the highlight reel. An exceptional backhand try from Gabrick Kohler. We are all knotted up at 1. It'll be an unassisted goal for Kohler. It's a shot by Cooper, goes too high over the Wayzata cage. Trojans unable to clear, held in by Caden Malekaday at the top of the circle. On the backhand, Kohler going one-on-one with Wayzata's Cal Sendin. Sendin manages to dump it out. It's taken back by Malekaday. Malekaday up to Cooper. Cooper hung up along the board, so backhanded into the Wayzata zone. Trojans will regroup, going D to D. Wayman trying to get it to Gunderson. Gunderson lost the handle. STMA will turn right back around. Cooper along the boards again. Nobody in front for STMA as they go for a line change. A shot from the point. That goes wide of the Wayzata netminder, Ben Maytak. Excuse me, Jack Lavery. Wick rolling through the neutral zone for STMA over the blue line. He'll dump it in, trying to get it to Michael Baker in the right corner. Baker tries to go back to Wick. Wick knocks it out of the air. Now back to Baker. Baker goes down in the corner with a Trojan. No call. Rotating out from behind the net, Emerson Kuglin. Kuglin will skate it himself right through the green zone of the Wayzata end. Kuglin goes down, quickly enveloped by Wick. Now Coda. Coda up to Baker, out of reach of Baker. Wayzata will rotate back in its own end. Toss across to Neeson. Neeson trying to headman it up to a forward. Forward lost the handle again. It'll be STMA's puck. And now they'll be offsides. How did these teams get here, you ask? Well, Wayzata enters with a 2-1 record, suffering a 4-0 loss to Andover in the opening round, a 6-5 win over Farmington, and a 7-3 win over Blaine. Sends the Trojans to this white bracket championship game. The leading scorers for the Trojans: number 11, Nicholas Baranivsky, now with 6 points. Number 9, Blake Nurhus with 4 goals and 5 points. Number 5, Josh Stuckey, 2 goals, 4 points. Number 2, Jacob Anderson, 3 goals and 4 points. As for STMA, a 4-3 heartbreaker against Egan in the first round sent them into the white bracket, and a 5-4 win over Duluth East and a 6-5 overtime victory over Omaha. Places the Knights in the white bracket final. The Knights tend to enjoy these 1-goal games. A flair for the dramatic. Leading scorers for STMA, number 3, Tyler Wick, and number 18, Mason West, both with 2 goals, 3 assists, for a total of 5 points for those of you counting at home. And here's one of those leading scorers, Mason West, trying to slide the puck over to STMA's Gavin Beck. Beck ends up dumping it in. Trojans go D to D. 9:43 to go in the first period. We've already got 2 goals. Nifty move there by Wayzata as a centering try just behind a crashing forward. That was Nurhus looking for his 5th goal of the tournament. The Wayzata defense banked off the wall by Prentice. Prentice has his dumping attempt turned back at the blue line. Here's a chance for the Trojans. Across, shooting, it goes wide. Rare is the Pee Wee who can convert on a one-timer, but you have to give him credit for trying. Puck goes behind the STMA net. It's taken by Vitsum. Vitsum wraps it around the wall, held in by Behrens. Behrens dumps it right back down to STMA's Cooper. Cooper wraps it around. We'll try this all over again as the Trojans dump it in. Cooper going shoulder to shoulder with an exceptionally tall Josh Stuckey. Puck held up along the boards. 3 Trojans all along the plastic. Off the wall to the top of the zone. Trojans will rotate around. Long shot. That one never had a chance. Not even close to on the net. Shots on goal so far at 2-1 in favor of STMA. Loose puck in front. Nobody home for the Trojans. Knights can't clear it out. There's a shot back down into the zone by Prentice. Intercepted and carried out by STMA. Here's Vitsum. Vitsum with speed over the blue line. Beautiful move. And he's quickly enveloped by a pair of Trojan defenders. Centering try in front to Wick. Wick on the backhand. And Jack Lavery sticks out a pad as Wick wanted to center that puck to a wide open Devin Mork. All 4 championship games will be broadcast by YHH. The link is at the top of the youthhockeyhub.com. That's youthhockeyhub.com homepage. Also scattered throughout our incredibly populated Twitter feed in several different places. And here come the Trojans carrying it in. Gunderson. Gunderson looking for an option. He'll wheel around the STMA net and toss it to the point. Walking in, long shot, floating shot. That one goes wide. STMA reverses course, tossing it up the wall. Michael Baker chips it into the middle, and here comes Wick. Wick's got one man to beat. Ooh, toe drag. Couldn't quite pull that one off. It's a centering try. Ooh, intercepted by Sauer. Now poked away from Sauer. Chipped in front off the skate of a Trojan defender, and eventually it comes to the wall. And the Trojans will clear. Another nice poke check. We've seen a couple of textbook poke checks here. That one by Jackson Felder. Nice play. Baker drops it off. Here's a shot, goes off the stick of a Wayzata player and wobbles behind the Trojan net. Centering try, intercepted and not cleared. The hustle of Tyler Wick holds the zone for the Knights in front to Baker. Baker gets taken out. There's a shot on goal, stopped by Lavery, but STMA will go on the power play. From this high up, it looks as though it'll be Nolan Wayman sitting down for Wayzata. 2 minutes for, I believe, tripping. Sliding Wayman ended up taking out the skates of the STMA player in front of the net, and it'll be a penalty. The centering try gets to Wick on the backhand. Wick to the far post. Nobody home. Baker. He's got Clark at the top. He's got Wick on the opposite side. They drop it down to him. Is that Mark? No, it's not Mark. It's Grayson Bozer. Got my 5s and my 2s mixed up. Baker in front to Wick, intercepted by Wayzata. Trojans will clear, and here's a chance with speed through the zone. Sutcliffe, who's got the Trojan goal so far. Good recovery there by STMA's Chase Coda. Wick all the way across to Coda. Coda to Baker. Baker's pass intercepted and banked off the wall by Wayzata's Landon Neeson. Dumping attempt on net, so no icing call. In front to Clark. Austin Clark will skate it ahead to Bozer. Bozer back to Clark. Clark towards the net. Stopped by the stick of Lavery and covered. 5:37 to go in the first period. 29 seconds to go in the STMA power play. We'll have the face-off to the left of Mr. Lavery. That's dumped all the way down. That'll be icing on Wayzata. An impressive icing nonetheless. We'll line it up, and the face-off will be to the right of Jack Lavery, taking the draw on the power play for STMA. Looks like a number 18. That's Mason West. West not on the roster that I have. Thankfully, I can see from this vantage point, and I can read the name on the back of the uniform. If I were using the same methodology for Wayzata, everybody's last name would be Wayzata. Here is Newer. Newer walks into a pair of Trojans. Trojans are officially off the penalty kill. That puck sent into the neutral zone. Vitsim loses the handle. Beating him to the puck could be Nurhus. Nurhus drops it off, looking for help. It's a backhand try. Nurhus in front. Big save by Chase Knight. And now a 3-on-2 for STMA if they hurry and hang on to the puck, which they will not. Going to be offsides for Wayzata. I suppose nobody should be surprised that Wayzata's defenders are experts at poke check and gap control and all those other fun, jargony statements about hockey, considering which program they play for. High school head coach Pat O'Leary, a defensive specialist. And pass to Mork, slips under his stick. Can't hang on to it. Fortunately for STMA, it ends up on the stick of Wesley Cooper. Cooper dumps it in. There's nobody to go get it, so the Trojans will take right back over. Trojans will skate it out here. Here's Stuckey tries to dance around. Caden Malekade can't do it. The clearance attempt is intercepted. Shot on goal, that goes wide. Now on the backhand, Grossman offered it up to, I believe, Stuckey. Tried a centering pass. It goes into the corner. Wayzata surveying the scene. Carrying it out is, I believe, Neeson. Felder skating into the offensive zone. Manages to bulldoze a Wayzata skater before dumping the puck in. We've got 3:35 to go in the first period. All tied up at 1-1. All the action coming within the first couple of minutes of the period. Sutcliffe scored for Wayzata, and Gabrick Kohler answered for STMA. Tyler Wick will take the face-off in the offensive zone for the Knights. And puck is down. Technically won by Wayzata, although the draw went into the slot. Premium chance there for St. Michael Albertville. Here's Sauer into the middle. Excellent defensive play by STMA's Grayson Bozer. Puck slips onto the stick of Chase Cota. Goes into the corner. Sauer. Up to the Trojan defense. Back to Sauer. Back to the Trojan defense. Long shot. Blocker saved by Knight. Little miscommunication there for STMA based on who's going to try and clear the puck. Tossed all the way into the neutral zone. Baker racing with a Wayzata defender, and that'll be called as a high stick. 2:51 to go in the first period. As I said before, all 4 bracket championship games will be broadcast by Youth Hockey Hub, youthhockeyhub.com, white bracket, orange bracket, black bracket, and the Little Pumpkin, which is quickly turning into one of my favorite events of the year. Always fun to see the Pee Wee A's get a good skate in. Puck to the blue line, going after it. Wayzata's number 4, Max Sutcliffe, bulldozes over an STMA player. Here is Beck. Beck, long shot, blocker saved by Lavery into the corner. Going after it is West. West tries to dance around a Trojan, can't do it. Regrouping into the neutral zone. Wayzata is off sides. Long pass, that's going to be icing against Wayzata. The orange bracket final, which will come up after this white bracket championship, will feature the hometown Rochester Mustangs and Prior Lake. Cooper taking the draw. St. Michael Albertville, it is won nicely there by Wayzata's number 11, Nicholas Baranivsky. Baranivsky, had the assist on Sutcliffe's goal to get the party started here in Rochester. Newer spins out of trouble for the Knights. He whips it up the boards looking for Mork. Puck never got there. Cooper off the wall, ends up on the stick of Mork. Mork tries to one-hand it across to another forward. It's intercepted and turned right back around by the Trojan defense. From the red line, dumped all the way in. Rolling behind the STMA net, they'll carry it out. It's Newer again at the red line, offers it to Mork. Mork shouldered into the boards. STMA trying to avoid an offsides. Nice play there by Vitsum. Vitsum, beautiful pass. Couldn't get the shot off. .110 to go in the first period. Carrying it out, Emerson Kuglin. The Trojans stopped at the blue line. They'll go for a small line change. Stuckey going after it. It looks like Wesley Cooper will win the race. Cooper wraps it all the way around, intercepted and held in by Kuglin. Into the middle, here's a chance. Michael Baker on a breakaway for STMA. Baker in the slot, shooting! They're gonna give him the goal! From this angle, couldn't tell if it went off the crossbar and came out. The referee says no, it goes in, goes bar down. And Baker shot it so hard it came right back out. So Michael Baker puts STMA ahead 2-1 with 43 seconds to go in the first period. The assist on that goal going to Grayson Bozer and Caden Maleka-Day, and the Knights could very well take a 2-1 advantage into the second period. The all-important goal in the final minute of play. My high school coach used to say never give up a goal 2 minutes into the game or 2 minutes before the end of a period. Baker's right back out there for STMA, taking the draw in the offensive zone. Baker lost the draw, so Wayzata will attempt to clear. Cole Prentice wraps it all the way around. It ends up on the stick of STMA's Felder. Felder, long pass up to Tyler Wick. Wick walking in, Wick shooting. Blocker save, trying to turn it back around. Can't do it, falling down to the ice. It was Mason West. Eventually, Lavery covers. Face off to the left of Lavery. Puck is down. Wayzata will clear. Dumped all the way down. That could be icing. Will we get a whistle? Oh, with 0.4 seconds left. Oh, we were so close. Shots on goal 10-5 after one period, unless St. Michael Albertville magically gets a shot on goal off. And my goodness, they almost did it. Quick stick there on the draw. So after one period, our score is 2-1 STMA. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Period number 2 underway here at the Big Pumpkin in Rochester, Minnesota. Our white bracket championship game. STMA leads Wayzata 2-1 after the first period. Gabrick Kohler scoring the first goal for STMA. Michael Baker scoring the second on a beautiful wrist shot on a breakaway. Sutcliffe, the lone goal so far for the Trojans. Trojans carrying it through the neutral zone is Sauer. Sauer goes offside. Sauer went horizontal. His fellow forward went vertical. Didn't get the puck over in time. Shots on goal in the first period, 10-5 in favor of the St. Michael Albertville Knights. The dump and attempt. No attempt to play the puck by either STMA's Chase Coda or Austin Clark, hoping for an icing call. Referee waves off the icing as a result. Puck pinned up in the corner right now. 2 Trojans, 2 Knights going after it. The referee letting the boys battle it out amongst themselves. Eventually, though, you got to blow the whistle. The puck is free momentarily. Is it going to be pinned up along the boards again? No, it is not. Thank God. Sutcliffe working his way behind the STMA Knight, loses the handle, and now the puck is pinned up along the boards again. And now it's free again. You know, the puck is at center ice, but I keep waiting for somebody to smash it against the boards and just hang on to it. The chance for the Knights working his way in. There's a shot on goal. Didn't get nearly enough on it to bother Wayzata goaltender Jack Lavery. And Trojans have a chance. 2-on-2 going the other way. Baranivsky steps around Coda. Baranivsky on the backhand. Bounces off the glove of Knight. Knight couldn't hang on to it, but makes a save nonetheless. If the Knights hurry, they could have a 3-on-2, but Coda is going to go to the bench. Cooper makes a move, dances around one Trojan, can't dance around a second. Dumped into the neutral zone. Here's a chance for the Trojans. Intercepted and turned back by Mork. I believe we're going to have a penalty call. So with 11:55 to go in the second period, Wayzata's Max Sutcliffe will sit 2 minutes. Oh, it's not 2 minutes. 1:30. These fantastic new penalty rules. So 1:30 of power play time on the board for St. Michael Albertville. Mork chasing the puck against the boards. STMA looking to set up. Oh, a rainbow pass there to Vitzum. Vitzum sent it down to Kohler. Kohler back to Vitzum. There's a shot on goal. Cooper lifted his stick at the last second. Good on Lavery for maintaining eye contact with the puck. Malekade tries a long shot. Bouncing puck knocked away by Lavery. STMA player all alone down there by himself. That was Wesley Cooper. I think the general rule on the power play is 2 on the puck, and Cooper found himself all alone. Icing call against Wayzata. The faceoff will come back into the Trojan zone. 44 seconds to go in the Trojan penalty. It's time to put on our mittens as the temperature drops below freezing here on Rink 4, Graham Arena Complex. My partner in crime and partner in broadcast, Justin Moss, is wearing incredibly fashionable coveralls. The centering pass by STMA is intercepted and sent back into the neutral zone by the Trojans. Vitzum at the red line to Baker. Baker lost the puck in his skates. A valiant effort there by Grayson Bozer to get back on sides. Doesn't come through. What was that, Justin? You're nice and warm? Oh, you look great. Like a ridiculous blob of brown. But you do look comfortable. I give you all the credit in the world. You realize your hat, your coverall, and your mittens are all different shades of brown. Well, no one ever accused you of being a colorful guy, Justin. Trojans cannot clear. 15 seconds to go in the Sutcliffe penalty, and STMA having all sorts of trouble setting up with the man advantage. Pass mishandled by Bozer into the middle, intercepted, and turned around by Cale Sloan. Sloan will skate it himself, gaining speed through the neutral zone. Trojans are back to full strength. Sloan dumps it in, hands it right back to the Knights. Baker tried to chip it to Wick, goes under Wick's stick, and Baranivsky will backhand it back into the STMA zone. Just over 10 minutes to play in the second period, 14-minute periods here at the Pumpkin. And 2-on-2 for STMA, Wick and Baker. Wick. Oh, and that one's not a penalty. Okay. I don't know, man. Looked like textbook holding to me. Baranivsky floating in the neutral zone. Gets a shot off, not as hard as he wanted, and Knight makes the save. Baranivsky, very, very skilled player, looking for the cross slot pass. Couldn't get it off, so the puck will end up in that same corner. Let's see if it gets pinned along the boards, and it's pulled out. Start playing an over-under game of how many times we push the puck against the boards in that corner. Here's Baker. Baker to Wick. Wick shooting right into the breadbasket of Jack Lavery. Decent-sized crowd on hand for this white bracket finale. Championship Sunday at the Big Pumpkin. Everybody wants a piece of that cake. Cake sounds pretty good right now. Feels like a good time for cake. Face off down. Wayzata wins the draw, wrapping it around. Is Landon Neeson. Another wrap around the zone by the Trojans. Nobody along the wall, though, so STMA will hold the zone. Here's Maher. Maher loses the handle, chasing down his own loose puck. Maher waffles the puck over to Beck. Beck fans on it. Gives it back to Malekaday. Malekaday backhands it through a very dangerous area, but it ends up in the neutral zone. Knocked out of midair by Felder. Felder looks like he's gassed. Might need to go for a change. Tosses it over to Malekaday. Malekaday tries to give it back to Felder. It escapes his stick and ends up in the far corner. Trojan goes down. Another Trojan steps around Malekaday. The pass comes up to Neeson. Neeson tries a snapshot, goes off the shin pad of West, ends up on the stick of Wayzata's Jacob Anderson. Anderson walking in, shooting, puck knocked aside. Now Anderson again behind the net, tries a wrap around, it's stopped. Not held onto as STMA cannot clear a rainbow attempt. Couldn't get enough on it. It's held in by Wayzata. Very dangerous play there by STMA to try and clear the zone right through the middle of the slot. Long shot on goal. Rebound in front. No one's there for STMA to hang on to a forward. Jacob Anderson with a little bit of a late shot on STMA's Chase Knight after the whistle had already blown. STMA comes to the defense of their goaltender, and Anderson ends up bowling over Knight. We're going to go coincidental minors here. Jacob Anderson and who is that down there? Rylan Maher. So 7:38 to go in the second period. Shots on goal right now 13-9 in favor of STMA. We'll go 5-on-5 with the coincidentals. There's a shot on goal stopped by Knight. Trojans try to go D to D. The puck just out of reach. Wayzata defender Nolan Wayman. Wayman will stop it along the blue line. Tries to go D to D again. And Wayzata's Emerson Kuglin had already started backing out of the zone. So the Trojans will have to regroup. Kuglin on the backhand. Chipped into the Wayzata bench. Hopefully everybody's okay. Face off in the STMA zone, won by Wayzata, but oh my goodness, that was, about as blatant as an interference call as you'll ever see. STMA will go back on the power play. I understand the frustration of Wayzata's Kale Sloan. What's he supposed to do in that situation? But the puck was nowhere near those two players, and Sloan takes out an advancing Knight skater. Here's a chance for the Trojans, a little one-on-one, shorthanded, beautiful move. Stuckey is in, he shoots, no goal. And now the Trojans could be caught in the offensive zone on the penalty kill. Another nice play. Now it's Stuckey again. Stuckey has it poked away by Clark. Stuckey plays it up, and now they're in trouble. Here comes Kohler. Kohler's got Mork on the other side. Kohler, beautiful move. He's on his backhand. Now he's on his forehand. He couldn't get the shot off. It's still loose, covered up, and held onto by Lavery. Chase Cota shoved away from the Wayzata netminder, and the save of the day might go to STMA's Austin Clark. Cota looked like he was hunting for bear, as they say, and Clark grabbed him around the shot on goal by the Knights. 50 seconds to go in this power play, covered up and held onto by Lavery. Boy, these two teams certainly not afraid of playing a little, I don't know, what do you call it, dominoes near their respective goaltenders. Wayzata trying to get in a late line change, didn't work. Baker tries a shot, goes too high. STMA starting to get set up. Baker in the middle. Baker working his way towards the Wayzata net, ends up sending it behind the cage. Up the wall, off the boards. Vitsum holds it in. Wick tries a shot, tipped by Baker in front. There's another backhand try by Bozer. That goes wide. And the Trojans with every opportunity to clear the puck. And here they come. It's Cal Senden who had the puck in the STMA zone momentarily. Wick sends it in front. Baker goes down and looks like we'll go not 5-on-3. We're not going to do the 5-on-3. Okay, thought Baker might have drawn a penalty there. He had somebody in his hip pocket on his way to the Wayzata net. Puck is down. The final seconds of the SMA power play will roll off as the Knights try to get around an official. Anderson sends it up to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe gets around Vitsum. Sutcliffe on the backhand, waiting, tries to jam that puck in along the side. It's loose and it's in! No whistle sounded, so Wayzata's tied this game with 5:03 to play in the second period. STMA's Chase Knight pleading with the referee. I had it covered. You waited too long to blow the whistle. Maybe that's what they mean by playing through the whistle, and the way the handshake line shook out, it looks as though it'll be Sutcliffe's second goal of the game. We'll get the official goal call from Mr. Robin Cook. Well, I heard Baranivsky will get one of the assists. Everything else was drowned out by a hey from the crowd after a body check by an STMA player. Mason West will sit 130 for body checking, and the faceoff will come all the way down to the STMA zone. And the Trojans going back on the power play. Puck is down. Trojans looking to set up. Here we go at the blue line. D to D, walking it in. Long shot right into the stick of Beck. Walking in, shot by Baranivsky, that goes high. Gathered up by Sloan. Sloan tries another shot. That one too high, too wide. The puck lost in the skates of a Wayzata defender. Excellent play by Emerson Kuglin to fish that puck out of his skates and get away from the STMA attacker. That could have been disastrous for the Trojans. Long shot by Kuglin, bounces off a body and into the corner. STMA is absolutely gassed right now the way Keaton Vitsum is skating. It's a snap pass by Sloan. Sloan! Oh my goodness, Sutcliffe so close to completing the hat trick. He shoots too high. 38 seconds to go in the Wayzata power play. They try the same play, looking for that back post. Didn't work out. Here's a chance on a breakaway for STMA. Maher, he's in. He'll draw a penalty. He scores! They'll give him the goal. Shakes off the hook and on the ice beats Lavery. STMA now leads 3-2 with the shorthanded goal. Boy, with the way that power play went, you got the feeling that Wayzata's defenders might bobble the puck, and STMA capitalizes on the mistake. A breakaway turns into a hooking call, turns into a goal. The Trojans will turn it right back up. We'll get the assist from Mr. Cook as a couple of players fall down in the corner. Unassisted goal for Rylan Maher. STMA unafraid to fly somebody high here, shorthanded. Here's a shot from the dot, and they score! The over-aggressive play by STMA leads to a goal for Wayzata. I believe that's number 9 for Wayzata, Blake Nurhus, with his 5th goal of the tournament. So an STMA forward flying high near that blue line. They saw him coast into the neutral zone, big wheel it back into the D zone. And Blake Nurhus had nothing but time for that shot. And the assist will go to Josh Stuckey. And here's a foot race. Gabbert Kohler going after it. Wayzata wins the race, but just barely. A 3-on-2 for Wayzata if they can settle the puck down. Centering try in front, and a nice play by Knight. 2:30 to go in the second period. Knotted up 3-3. Coda and Clark tapping goaltender Knight on the pads, letting him know, hey, we got your back, pal. Wrapped around by Wick, ends up on the stick of Baker. Baker lost the handle, and Wayzata will go back to work. Centering try, couldn't fish the puck out of the skates and off the backhand. And here's a 3-on-2 for STMA. If they hurry, Wick to Felder. Felder across the, Baker, across the blue line. Centering try intercepted by a back-checking Wayzata Trojan. Now the Trojans with their own odd man rush. If they hurry, they do not hurry. They take a very long time to get into the zone. And now here's another odd man rush. In transition, STMA, Clark. He's got Bozer in the middle. Clark opts to shoot. It's blocked by a diving Nolan Wayman. Now Baker. Baker behind the Wayzata net. Centering try to Wick. Wick couldn't get the puck. Slapper. Attempt to clear by Kuglin, doesn't get out. This one will, and now here's a chance for Wayzata. Sauer skating it ahead. He's got a man in the middle. Sauer slides it over, and it runs into the skate of an STMA player. Baker all the way to Wick. Wick, another toe drag, loses the handle and is dumped down in the slot of the Wayzata zone. So STMA spending some time below the dots in the Trojans' end. Well, skating it out ahead. This is Sendin. Sendin whips it up to Sauer. Sauer, they were look to be offside from here. Referees let them play on. Sauer loses the puck. Here's a chance for Sendin. Sendin also loses the handle. Jacob Anderson tries a shot. Juicy rebound in front. Wayzata can't get another shot off. The players going down. They keep looking at the referee, hoping for something. Chase Cota is going to earn himself a bad penalty here if he keeps this up. Chaser, go play defense. Centering try through the slot, ends up against the boards. 25 seconds to go in the period. Dumped off the wall. It rolls like a wagon wheel all the way back around, and STMA is going to take a penalty. Shot from the blue line, stopped. Who are they going to take? Could have had your pick on that play. Goodness gracious. Looks like it's going to be Tyler Wick who's going to sit 130. So if nothing changes here, Wayzata will take a power play into the third period. As it stands now, Baranivsky will take the face-off in the STMA zone. He wins it back to Neeson. Neeson shoots from the point. Tipped! It goes off the side of the cage. Off the boards into the neutral zone all the way down. We'll see if we get an icing. And we do with 5 seconds to play. So enough time for Wayzata to win a draw and get a shot off. They'll have to be quick about it. Vitsum clears it into the middle. Boy, Maher thought he might have had another breakaway. If he'd had a couple more seconds, he might have had another scoring chance. So as it stands, we are 3-3 after the second period. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub vs.Wayzata pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half-pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub vs.Wayzata pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Brewpub.
Everybody's favorite period number 3, 14 minutes on the board, 1:10 to go. And the power play for Wayzata. Wayzata. The puck is down, the clock is ticking away. We are tied up 3-3. Sutcliffe got his second goal of the game in that period. STMA's Maher scored, I believe, his first goal of the tournament. And then Nurhus scoring again for Wayzata 30 seconds later to tie the game at 3-3. Grayson Bozer off the wall, going all the way down. Icing will be waved off. We've got an STMA player and a Wayzata player linked arm in arm, looking like they're going to the prom together as they crash into the corner. 13:10 to go in the third period. Here's Felder from the top of the circle. Felder, there's a shot that trickles wide. Vitsum pinches down from the blue line. He runs into not one, not two, not three, but four Trojans behind the Trojan net. Skating it out. A little fly-by poke check by Vitsum causes a change of direction and a personnel change for Wayzata. Walking in, shot from the top of the dot. Ooh, a smooth backhand save by Chase Knight. Justin, that's why you're the best in the business. Your boss needs to talk to you. You mute the microphone. That way nobody on the internet hears me saying I'm going to need a bathroom break after the game. Clark working his way down behind the STMA net. Clearance attempt by Cooper didn't really go anywhere now, did it? Clark behind his own net again. We'll try this all over again. It's amazing how many plays happen over and over again, getting stuck behind your own net, the puck being pinched up against the boards, a clearance off the glass. I don't know how full-time play-by-play people do this. There's only so many ways you can say dumped in from the blue line. This centering try comes up to Wayzata. There's a long shot, another glove save by Chase Knight. Wouldn't be surprised if Chase Knight plays baseball the way he's handling that glove. 12:03 to go in the third period. Shots on goal at the moment, 18-17 in favor of Wayzata. Excuse me, in favor of STMA. The referee asking KZ Sauer to put in his mouth guard. That is the first time I've seen a referee ask anyone to put a mouth guard in all weekend. Puck along the boards, eventually cleared into the middle. A couple of players go down. STMA's Devin Mork and Gabrick Kohler both looking for a penalty to that one, and thanks to the dramatics, Mork is late to get back into the defensive zone. As Wayzata goes to work below the goal line. Felder, long reach of Jackson Felder, can't clear. Rolling puck goes into the corner, banked off the wall by Bozer. Now off the glass by Felder. Still can't get out. STMA forwards just a little high there. Mork into the middle for Kohler. Kohler has got to settle down the puck. He can't do it. But here's a chance for Cooper. Cooper, beautiful move. Cooper scores! Put it on the highlight reel! Oh, it's a Coop show in Rochester. As Wesley Cooper, everybody's got their hands on their heads right now, and Wesley Cooper, Mr. Cool, skates through the handshake line. Woo. Justin, clip it right now. So with 10:53 to go in the third period, Wesley Cooper puts on the moves and beats Lavery high. That was nice. That was real nice. Wayzata will look to answer quickly, as they have twice in this game already. It'll be Cooper unassisted as he intercepted the clearance attempt, walked right down, made the move, and scored the goal. STMA eventually clears it. Here's Maher. Maher's got a goal. Has it poked away and overskate by Mason West. The puck ended up with a Wayzata player. Now it goes right back to West. Walking in, here's a long shot. Blocker saved by Lavery. Going into the corner now, a Trojan and a Knight. And skating after it. Kuglin gets it to the line and dumps it in. It's taken by STMA's Newer. Eventually gets it to Maher. Now to Beck. Beck. Vitsum with him. Lost the puck into the corner. It's gathered up by Vitsum. 3 players go off for a line change. 3 come back on for STMA. Vitsum tries to go around 1 player. Lost the handle on the toe drag. Beck turns around, wraps it behind the Wayzata net. The Puck hops a stick of a Wayzata player. STMA will be able, I was going to say hold the zone. They will not be able to hold the zone. Jacob Anderson with a little how you doing on a player on his way back to the bench. A shot from, I think I saw somebody on the internet call that the rock star zone, which is cool hockey slang for a low scoring area. I'll Urban Dictionary that phrase between games. Come the Trojans. The centering pass there by Stuckey. Nobody home and cleared back into the neutral zone. Now at the red line. Trojans whip the puck to the opposite side. It goes under a stick. Coda off the wall to Baker. Baker to Wick. Wick dumps it in. He gets bumped by a couple of Trojans on his way into the zone. Coda works his way behind the STMA net. Puts on the brakes, tries to spin away from trouble. Ends up centering the puck for Wayzata. Thankfully, none of the Trojans could get a stick on it. And get a shot on net. Intercepted by Baker. Baker to Clark. Clark to Wick. Wick dumps it in from the blue line. Wrapped around, banked off the wall. Malekaday. His pass is intercepted. Here's a chance for Wayzata. Into the middle. Get a shot off. They score! And the Trojans, as they have all game long, answer the bell. And Max Sutcliffe has got the hat trick. I don't see any hats on the ice, though. This is incredibly disappointing. Settling the puck down and launching a shot into the upper 90. We're all tied up 4-4 with 7:36 to go in the third period. Cal Senden on the assist for Sutcliffe's hat trick. Here's another chance for Wayzata. Shooting from the dot. Blocker saved by Knight. Carrying it out. Here come the Knights. Cooper's got a highlight reel goal of his own scored earlier in this period. Cooper tries a centering pass, goes off a Trojan skate, ends up behind the net. Now to Kohler. Kohler has it knocked away. Nice play by Felder to get out of trouble. Felder. He has the puck taken away now by Wayzata's Gunderson. Gunderson going one-on-one, takes a couple of whacks from Devin Mork, and now he goes down. Wayzata's going to go on the power play. The face-off in the STMA zone to the right of Knight. Face-off is down. Wayzata will go to work. Anderson up to the blue line. Kuglin works his way into the middle, surveys the scene. Kuglin drops it off for Neeson. Neeson down to Baranivsky. Baranivsky back to Neeson. Neeson over to Kuglin. Kuglin walks his way down, gives it back to Neeson. Neeson to Baranivsky. They got what they want. One-timer by Baranivsky. He just didn't get as much as he wanted on that one. Wayzata had exactly what they wanted, though. They rotated the STMA defense all the way around and then came right back to the top, back down to the side for the one-timer. It's a loose puck in front on the backhand. They score! Josh Stuckey on the doorstep. And the power play goal puts Wayzata up 5-4 with 6:07 to go in the third period. Eventually, the Wayzata defense was going to get a shot down to the STMA net, and Stuckey was right there to backhand it past Chase Knight. And at this level where you can't body check, it's a little difficult for defenders to clear players out of scoring areas. Stuckey to Neeson. It's another shot on goal. Trojans almost had another chance close to the net. Here's West. West works his way in, tries a shot. And the blocker saved by Lavery. 5:35 to go in our third period. Wayzata leading 5-4 over St. Michael Albertville. West tries a shot. That sails on him. And puck eventually comes into the neutral zone. And here's Newer. Newer across the blue line, dumps it in. He'll go after it in the Wayzata end. It's played by Neeson to wrap it all the way around. Now Maher tiptoeing along the blue line. Puck very nearly escaping into the neutral zone. It's a 2-on-2 for Wayzata. Anderson tries a centering pass. Doesn't get all the way through. It's taken by Vitsum. Vitsum, long pass just out of the reach of Maher. Now West. West tries a bit of a high stick there. Baker at the blue line, backhands it to nowhere. Wayzata wins the race to the puck. Curling around behind the net is Sloan. Sloan leaves a pile of snow after stopping off the glass into the neutral zone. Coda backhands it to Clark. Clark waiting, banks it off the wall. It's going to go all the way down. Jeez. Thought they might have given it to Baker on that one. Sloan is going to sit 2 minutes for interference. So with 3:50, okay, I'm not alone. All the STMA players went to their own end. They thought the penalty was on their guy too. I'm not crazy. 3:55 to go in the third period. Power play for STMA. I'm a little crazy. Thanks, Justin. Thanks for that. A lot of support there. A lot of support. Power play plan one more time. Instead, I'll let the boys go to work. Blue line. And Baker's going to be off sides until he grabs his stick. Baker eventually comes back to the neutral zone, and now STMA will try a zone entry. It's intercepted. Coda's pass is intercepted. And Wayzata's offsides. Michael Albertville, the netminder, starts looking at the goalie, looking at the clock, looking at Sutcliffe, loses a glove, goes after it. Felder. Now Felder looking for an option. Slides it to Bozer. Bozer being harassed by Wayzata's Barons. Now here come the Knights in transition. Wick will put on the brakes. Now STMA will try to set up in a little more of a half-court offense. To the line, the STMA power play 2:30 in the penalty box. It's gleaming. They still pressuring. I have a strong to muscle the puck towards the STMA. Oh, almost committed the move. STMA player Gabrick Kohler goes down. Would not recommend. Now in the corner, STMA whips it up to the blue line, chipped in the middle. Mork, Vitsum will take it himself. Vitsum has a skate. 1:33 to go in regulation. STMA has pulled the goal. Wick in the middle. STMA 6 that have been tasked with tying this game late in regulation. All the way across, they try to go back down to the far post. It didn't get far enough. All the way through, and we've got icing with 52 seconds to play. STMA coach Chris Clark using all 7'11" of himself to lean over the bench and motion for a timeout. Thankfully, the referees noticed that this is perfect timeout zone, so they were paying attention to the benches. That's one of the worst things you can see as an observer, is to see a coach rapidly calling for a timeout and the official either not hearing or ignoring. Said coach. High drama this morning at the Graham Arena complex. Rochester, Minnesota, 52 seconds on the clock. Wayzata clinging to a 5-4 lead over St. Michael Albertville. Justin, you're from St. Michael Albertville. What's there to do besides go to the outlet mall? Look at the new housing developments. Oh, hey, look, there's the same house painted a different color. Do you miss when it was just cornfields, Justin? Justin misses when it was just cornfields. You thought you were so cool when you moved out there and you didn't see any other lights. You thought you were really in the country.
I'm in the urban area.
You're in an urban area. Fair enough. 5 minutes to cornfields. We're less than 5 minutes from the end of this game as we are, oh, it's going to go wide. For a second there, I thought Wayzata may have scored from their own dot. So 42 seconds to go in the third period. STMA with the goaltender pulled. They've got 6 skaters out there. Wayzata's got 5. I believe STMA won this bracket last year, if memory serves. Everybody trying to get the puck out of a pair of Wayzata skates down there, and Wayzata is unable to hold on to it. Cooper centering pass. Wick caught it, couldn't get the shot off. Long shot, and it goes wide. We've got icing. Cale Sloan with the 200-foot shot. And face-off will be to the right of Lavery. STMA with a switch. Maher will come out, send Mason West off. The puck is down, clock is rolling, centering try. Nobody in front for STMA. A slap shot, it's too high. Blocker saved by Lavery, knocked out of the air into the corner. Another centering try, it's in a pair of skates. Wick with a shot, saved by Lavery. Another play, boy, two hand tries there by Emerson Kuglin, clears it into the corner. 5 seconds to go, 4 seconds to go. STMA won't get a shot off, and Wayzata completes the 5-4 white bracket championship victory. You know, Mike Tyson threw haymakers in the late 80s. Emerson Kuglin threw 2 punches at the puck there that just saved Wayzata's road to the white bracket final, knocking the puck away from the crease twice with a glove, and big hugs for Jack Lavery all over. Congratulations to the Wayzata Trojans, your 2023 Pumpkin White Bracket champions. And congratulations to St. Michael Albertville on an excellent tournament. We certainly look forward to having these 2 teams back at next year's Pumpkin. If I had to guess, I would say that the player of the game is going to be Mr. Max Sutcliffe with a hat trick, but all gathered around open there. So that'll do it, a hat trick. And Max Sutcliffe is indeed the player of the game, as the owner, president, founder, and resident late guy, Tony Zozel, walks the pumpkin trophy out to center ice. I'm sure momentarily we will see a bunch of helmets laying around. I can already see some straps being pulled. All righty, that's going to do it for our broadcast. Stick around. We've got 3 more championship games, including the orange bracket final, which will pit Rochester against Prior Lake. Thank you, Justin. That's why you're the best producer in the world. Rochester and Prior Lake will be coming up in just a few moments. Grab a snack, grab a drink. We're here all day.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub vs.Wayzata pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half-pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub vs.Wayzata pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.